Stop everything right now. If you've come this far, it's not by chance. Heaven orchestrated this moment. Something very powerful is about to happen in your life. The universe conspired for you to be here, at this very moment, receiving this prophetic word that will change your reality forever. Have you ever felt that money just slips through your fingers? As if there were an invisible barrier preventing your prosperity? As if every time you tried to prosper, something mysterious sabotaged your plans? How many times have you looked around and wondered why it's always harder for you? Why do opportunities pass you by? Why does luck never knock on your door? Today, that changes forever, because today is not an ordinary day. Today is the day marked by heaven for your total financial liberation. At this very moment, as I speak these prophetic words, the Angel Abundia tears the veil between heaven and earth. He descends with flaming golden keys that unlock portals of wealth that have been sealed for years. Portals that were closed because of ancestral curses, because of negative words spoken over your life, because of spiritual contracts you didn't even know existed. What was impossible now becomes inevitable. How many times have you cried in silence, looking at overdue bills scattered across the table, listening to the echo of the empty refrigerator, keeping the faith when everything around you screamed despair? How many nights did you lie awake, staring at the ceiling, your heart tight with anguish, wondering how you would pay next month's bills? How many times did you feel ashamed that you couldn't give your family what they deserved? Your tears reached the throne. Every drop that rolled down your face was collected by the angels and presented before the Most High as a sacred offering. Every sob muffled in your pillow, every desperate prayer made between four walls, every sleepless night thinking about how to solve your financial problems. Nothing, absolutely nothing went unnoticed by the eyes of the Father. Heaven collected every drop as sacred incense. And today, the answer descends with prophetic power. The answer you have been waiting for is coming down on your life right now. This is the day of your total turnaround. Not just a small improvement, not just temporary relief. This is the day of the complete transformation of your financial reality. The presence of the Angel Abundia is already breaking the invisible chains that imprisoned you, chains that were forged over generations, chains of poverty, scarcity, lack, and hardship. He does not come only to comfort your wounded heart. He comes to transform realities. He destroys spiritual contracts of misery, breaks hereditary curses, clears your mind of paralyzing fear, and fills your heart with absolute and unshakable certainty. Abundance is your divine right. You were not born to live in scarcity. You were not born to live in need. You were not born to live counting coins. You were born to be prosperous, to live in abundance, to be a channel of blessings on earth. The luck that for so long seemed unattainable, that seemed to be the privilege of others, now reveals itself as a heavenly decree. The right numbers line up. Hidden opportunities arise from unexpected places. Your financial history is being rewritten by heaven right now. Every page of difficulty is being torn out and replaced with pages of victory, of conquest, of multiplication. Declare now with unshakable faith, with all your heart, I receive the miracle of the Angel Abundia. Has something invisible always pulled you back? Every time you started to prosper, did something sabotage you? Every time an opportunity came along, did it slip through your fingers? Today, those chains are broken by the power of heaven. Financial curses entangled in your history, passed down from generation to generation, are being torn out by the roots right now. Heaven has heard your silent tears. Heaven has seen your daily struggle. Heaven knows every sacrifice you have made. You cried silently, watching others prosper while you struggled to survive. Debts piling up like an endless avalanche. Ashamed to ask for help once again. Cruel doubt whispering in your ear. Have I been forgotten? Will my luck never come? Was I born to suffer? But heaven never forgets its children. Never. Your tears were collected as a sacred offering before the throne of the Most High. Every cry was recorded in the book of life. Every desperate plea was heard by the ears of the Father. Poverty tried to define you, tried to convince you that this was your identity, that you were born for this, but that was a demonic lie. Lies planted by the enemy to keep you trapped in scarcity. The Angel Abundia is already cutting through the spiritual contracts of scarcity with his flaming sword. He breaks down financial walls that have been built over the years. You have been tested? Yes. You have been tried. But you will no longer be defined by lack. Because when heaven determines a new cycle in someone's life, there is no bank, no debt, no demon that can stop it. Luck changes direction. The burden falls from your shoulders. Life begins to flow with heavenly gold. Feel it. Portals have been activated in the spiritual world. Dimensions have been opened. Hidden treasures have been released. The Angel Abundia walks toward you at this moment, carrying golden keys of impossibility, keys that open safes that were sealed, keys that unlock opportunities that were blocked. With a sacred touch, he tears up contracts of misery that you didn't even know existed. Contracts signed by your ancestors, contracts that kept your family trapped in hardship. This is the day of your turnaround. This is not poetry. This is not just a pretty phrase. This is spiritual decree. This is prophecy being fulfilled right now. He acts quickly because he knows your urgency. He breaks down walls that seemed insurmountable. He undoes envy that was cast against you. He silences opposing voices that tried to prophesy failure over your life. He blows the wind of supernatural multiplication over your house. And when God blows, everything changes. When God blows, the impossible becomes possible. Rivers of wealth begin to flow where before there was only dry ground. Springs of prosperity burst forth in arid places in your life. Gold and silver, which belong to the Lord of hosts, are released upon you now. He pours oil of abundance upon your head, anointing you as an heir to heavenly riches. He transforms every seed of faith you planted in tears into an extraordinary harvest. Every prayer you prayed in difficulty is transformed into a multiplied answer. Financial miracle without delay. Not years from now, not months from now. Now. Starting today, your life changes. The Angel Abundia brings decreed luck. It is not the random luck of the world. It is not luck that depends on chance. It is luck directed by heaven. It is divine favor manifesting itself. He puts the right numbers in your path. He activates your spiritual gaze to see hidden opportunities that went unnoticed. He causes lost money, forgotten money, money that was blocked to return to your hands multiplied. The lottery of divine providence manifests itself in your life. And when I say lottery of providence, I'm not talking about gambling. I'm talking about a miracle. I'm talking about supernatural intervention, not as a game of chance, but as a prophetic sign. The sign that heaven is committed to your total and definitive financial freedom. The sign that God has remembered you. The sign that your time has come. At this moment, as these words are proclaimed over your life, the miracle is already in motion. It is not about to happen. It is already happening. The angel does not just speak empty promises. He acts. He accomplishes. He makes it happen. He turns tears into testimony. He activates every prophetic word like a flaming sword, cutting through every spirit of delay that tried to steal your time of victory. Your luck has changed. That voice echoes in the spiritual realms right now. The principalities that controlled your financial area are being dethroned. The demons that held back your achievements are being cast out. The curses that blocked your prosperity are being broken. Doors of fortune open like floodgates. Money is released like dammed waters being unleashed. Honor replaces shame. Abundance replaces scarcity. Faith becomes your greatest wealth because it is faith that attracts all other riches. Your home is marked by the glow of prosperity. Your family is marked by the seal of abundance. The echo of the pain you carried for so long is replaced by the sound of new beginnings. Heavenly coffers open and pour their contents over your life. Peace comes as the definitive answer to the despair that tormented you. Paths that were once rocky, full of obstacles and difficulties, become streets paved with prophetic gold. Every step you take from now on will be on prosperous ground. The Angel Abundia comes quickly because he heard your every cry, because he felt the weight of every tear you shed, because he saw your faithfulness even when there was no abundance, because he witnessed your generosity even when you had little. Now he releases upon your life the harvest that was already ready in the barns of heaven, a harvest that was just waiting for the right time to be released. And it is not just any harvest. It is not just enough to survive. It is multiplication. It is abundance. It is overflowing abundance. It is a complete transformation of your financial reality. It is the answer that will make you testify to the whole world that God still performs miracles. Declare with faith now, with all the strength of your spirit, the miracle is in motion. I activate my financial victory today. Abundance has come into your life, and it is here to stay. It is not a visitor. It is a resident. It has made your finances its permanent home. The Angel Abundia did not just visit your home as a heavenly tourist. He sealed your story with indelible signs of prosperity. With his wings of pure light, he enveloped your home with eternal prosperity. No curse can remain where there is divine decree. No scarcity survives where there is decreed abundance. No demon resists where there is an established angel. The negative words that have been spoken against you over the years, nullified at this moment. The spiritual blocks that hindered your financial rise, broken by the power of heaven. The fear that paralyzed you and prevented you from taking steps of faith, it no longer has a place in your heart, because now there is certainty, there is conviction, there is unshakable faith. Do you feel the difference? Something is changing in the spiritual environment around you. There is relief in the air you breathe. There is lightness on your shoulders. There is a deep and inexplicable certainty that God has heard your every word, that heaven has answered your every prayer, that your situation will never be the same again. The Angel Abundia now places a crown of prosperity on your head. He lifts you up before those who doubted your ability. He exalts you before those who tried to diminish you. He confirms before the entire universe. This person's financial history changes today. And more than changing your bank account, more than increasing your numbers, he changes your mindset. Because true abundance begins within the heart and expands to everything around you. He fills you with supernatural wisdom to make the right financial decisions. He illuminates your mind with innovative and profitable ideas. He reveals opportunities that were hidden, paths that no one else can see, exclusive access that was reserved for you. He activates your name in the spiritual world as the rightful heir to heavenly riches. Your name is written in the records of heaven as someone prosperous, someone abundant, someone who carries the anointing of multiplication. Your home is a territory of divine wealth. This is not just a beautiful promise. This is a heavenly decree. And when heaven decrees, not even hell can overturn it. Your family will be surrounded by constant provision. Your children will be protected by financial blessings. The generations that come after you will reap the fruits of what is being released today. You are breaking hereditary curses and establishing hereditary blessings. The poverty that tried to make a permanent home in your house is expelled for good. It loses its legal right to be in your life. The Angel Abundia declares with heavenly authority, misery will never return to this house. Scarcity no longer has a place in this family. You become living proof that God still performs miracles in the 21st century. You become a living testimony that the impossible remains possible for those who believe. You become an example to others who are going through what you have gone through. What was impossible in your life? Now it becomes a tangible reality. What was a financial desert? Now it blooms like a lush garden. What was ruin and destruction? Now it becomes a glorious testimony of restoration. Your abundance is limitless. This is the final declaration that echoes over your life. There is no ceiling to your prosperity. There are no boundaries to your multiplication. There are no barriers to your financial rise. The prophecy is fulfilled at this moment. Heaven confirms every word. The Angel Abundia seals your story with eternal victory. He writes your name in letters of gold in the treasures of the Most High. He activates hidden reserves that were stored up for this moment. He multiplies every seed of generosity you have planted. He puts you in a position of honor so that everyone can see that your God is faithful. Proclaim aloud at this moment, let it come out of your heart. My misery is over forever. I live the unlimited abundance of heaven. If this prayer has set your heart on fire, if you have felt something move within your spirit, write in the comments with total faith. Share this word with those you know who need this same miracle. Leave your like as a prophetic act that you believe your life has changed today. Subscribe to this channel to continue receiving words that transform realities, prayers that activate miracles, and messages that open impossible paths. Because today, the impossible has happened in your life. Today, heaven touched the earth where you are. Today, your new life began, and nothing, absolutely nothing, will be the same as before.